everybody, I'm BlackCatPlays and welcome to my Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on YouTube. First questions are from Ben Wright and he asked me 3 questions. Favourite drink in the summer? I'm not really sure because I do drink a lot of water. As you can see, I have a drink of water with me right now. So yeah, water is definitely the drink that I drink the most. But it would be nice to put, because water gets pretty bland and boring after a while, so it is nice to put a bit of juice into it to flavour it up a little bit. So yeah, water or water with juice in it. That would definitely be my drink of the summer, I think. You know, or something like Coca-Cola or Pepsi with some ice in it. That'd be quite nice as well, but I tend to lay off the fizzy drinks now. Next question Ben asks is, did you play the new Ratchet & Clank on PS4? No, I didn't, and I've not played it yet. I love Ratchet & Clank, I love Insomniac games, so I'm hoping to play that in the near future. Blind playthrough on the channel, you never know. We'll see how it goes, but no, I've not had a chance to play it yet, unfortunately. Next question Ben asks is, favourite Uncharted villain? Well, without doubt, it has to be Lazarevich, because he was scary, you know, when this big Russian man, you know, with Drake's face, like, so this little man is Drake, you know, I think all of us was like, whoa, this guy is really intimidating, he's really scary, and the final boss fight at the end was just, I was like, ah, at the end, because I just thought, oh my god, this guy is gonna kill me, he's gonna slaughter me. So yeah, I think he was the scariest one so far. And it's all thanks to the amazing job that Graham McTavish did, because he looks like a really nice guy in real life, but when he got into character, ooh, chills. I think Lazarevich is definitely my favourite Uncharted villain. Next question is from Rude Boy Productions and he asks, do you think you'll ever get into Overwatch? I'm not quite sure, Rube, because it looks fun, but I don't know whether it's the type of game that I would like to play. It reminds me a bit of Destiny and something else, you know, something quite cartoony and very much like over the top and kind of crazy, you know, and so maybe it would be something that I'm into. So the next questions are from Greg 2000 and he had asked me a whopping 8 questions, but that is perfectly okay. We welcome loads of questions here. So I can answer them. Number 1, who is your favourite Uncharted character? Well, I'd have to say Nathan Drake, wouldn't I? But I'm not going to say Nathan Drake because I think Nathan Drake is a given, so I'm not going to say Nathan Drake. I'm going to say Elena Fisher. I love Elena, you know, she's loyal, she's, you know, she's very much an independent woman and she's quite feisty, and I love that she likes the adventure too, but she's more worried, especially in the 3rd one after they get married and everything, she's more worried in the fact that she might lose Nathan, that he could get killed, and you know, she's worried about losing him, and I think that's the thing that makes her most appealing, is that she's loyal and she actually cares about his safety. So yeah, I'm definitely going to say Elena. Any upcoming games you are looking forward to, and will you be watching E3? Sadly, I missed E3. E3 has already aired and I missed E3. But there are plenty of games there that I was really excited about, and I think I might do an E3 video and tell you guys which games I was looking forward to. So you'll have to wait for that video, Greg. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Number 3 was, what game are you best at? The game that I would blow my own trumpet and say that I'm really good at is Heavenly Sword, because I've been playing that game for 9 years and I love it. Heavenly Sword it has my heart, literally. So you will see that game on my channel someday. But yeah, I'd say the game I'm best at is definitely Heavenly Sword. What is your all-time favourite game? I've just said it. Heavenly Sword, definitely, because like I said, I don't even know how many copies of Heavenly Sword I've got. I've got quite a few copies of Heavenly Sword, just in case one breaks. I've got like 5 copies or something, or 6 or something like that. Yeah, Heavenly Sword's definitely my favourite game ever. What was your first gaming system? My first gaming system, Greg. Can I just call you Greg? Would that be easier? My first gaming system was the Sega Mega Drive. And that was in the early 90s, like 1992 I think it was, and I had Streets of Rage, I had Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the game with the little things that came down where you had to join them together, Columns I think it was called, where you had to like join these blocks together and stuff, and when you made them into a stack, they'd go pew and sort of disappear and everything, and I loved that. My mum was addicted to that as well, so my mum would take the controller off me and go, let me play Columns, you know, so that was a great gaming system. I've still got mine actually, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if I plugged it in, I wouldn't be surprised if it still worked. So those systems were built to last. Number 4, do you have any favourite video game songs? And none of them are immediately springing to mind right now, which is really annoying. Oh, Infamous 1. When the credits started rolling, there was a brilliant song by, I want to get their name right, Working for a Nuclear-Free City or something, working for a Nuclear-Free City or something like that, and the song was called Silent Melody. That was a brilliant song. Journey is another one. The soundtrack for that is absolutely beautiful, but when the credits were rolling there was this really beautiful song playing. I Was Born for This, it was called, and there was this woman singing the song, and she had the most incredibly beautiful voice. And if you've not heard that song, Google it, because well, YouTube it, you know, just type Journey, I Was Born for This, and listen to it because it is really beautiful. What game has your favourite soundtrack? Would it be really cliche if I said Heavenly Sword? I do love the Heavenly Sword soundtrack. I love the Uncharted 2 soundtrack as well, because that soundtrack is just really beautiful. I love the soundtrack to Journey. I love the soundtrack to... oh, the soundtrack to Wet is incredible. If you've ever played the game Wet, and I want to play that game on my channel eventually because it's got such a huge amount of different songs, and all the songs I was dancing in my seat while I was playing that game, because the music in that game is brilliant. Trying to think of The Last of Us had a great soundtrack. There's so many games out there that I could point to and say, oh, I love this one, I love that one, I love that one. So most games that I have in my collection, I love them all for different reasons, and you will probably hear me say at some point, oh, I love the music in that part, I love the music in that part, or I love the music in that part. So I do kind of love all of them, but Heavenly Sword and Uncharted 2 are definitely up there because they both had incredible soundtracks. The 5th question that Greg asked me was, can you play any instruments? No, I can't, and I'm really sad about that. I really love pianos, and I love guitars, and I love violins, and you know, which is probably why I love the Uncharted 2 soundtrack, because I feel like there's a lot of violins in that soundtrack, and I wish I could play the piano, I wish I could play the guitar, but no, I am not musically blessed in any way. I can't play the piano, I can't play the guitar, and I'm really upset about that because I would love to play an instrument because I think it'd be really cool. I'd love to be riffing away, you know, on a guitar, but no. Number 6, can you speak any other languages? Again, no, and I think that would be interesting to learn. I'm not quite sure which language I'd like to learn though. Japanese sounds pretty cool. But could you imagine me speaking Japanese in a northern accent? That would sound really weird, wouldn't it? It's like, arigato! Konnichiwa. I think people in Japan would think, what the fuck? Quite frankly, I wouldn't blame them, so. But I think it would be cool to learn a different language. What was the last movie that you watched that you really liked? Ooh. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. And I really enjoy those films. I really enjoyed the Hunger Games movies. Jennifer Lawrence is an incredible actress and she did a really good job playing Katniss, I think. I do have the books, but I've not read them all yet. I've not even got through the first one yet because I'm a really, really slow reader, so I need to read those, but I really, really loved the movies and I think everybody did a great job. What is your favourite genre of movie? I definitely love action. Action is my favourite genre, I think. And I do love animated movies as well. Disney, I'm a huge fan of Disney. The Lion King is my favourite Disney movie. So yeah, but action movies are definitely my favourite. Have you ever seen anybody waving towards you and then you waved back and then realised they weren't waving at you? I love that question. No, I've never had that, quite luckily. I'm really thankful about that somebody's not waved in my direction and I've sort of gone, ah, because that would be really, really embarrassing. There's no way to get out of that, is there? You'd be waving like that, like, hi, and then they sort of look at you as if to say, what the hell, why are you waving at me? And you'd be like, ah. So yeah, I'm really glad that's never happened to me though. The next questions are from Ariantos. Did I pronounce that right? I hope I did. They have asked me 5 questions, yet again. More questions, the more the merrier. So another sort of quick fire round. Which Uncharted game do you like the most? Ooh, you see, I loved Uncharted 2 and at the moment I'm really enjoying Uncharted 4. So 2 is first and 4 is definitely up there with number 2 because I'm really, really enjoying it and it's sort of wrestling for my top spot with Uncharted 2, but I'd say that Uncharted 2 is still the best one that Naughty Dog have ever made. Question number 2, do you like hamburgers? I'm guessing that's like the American equivalent of like a beef burger, so no, not really, because they'd have quite a lot of gristle and fat in them and I don't really like eating things like that. It would make me feel a little bit sick, I think. 3 is your favourite emoji. I'd say the one where its tongue sticks out. You know, where it's like, you know, like that kind of thing. I'd say that one's my favourite because me and my friends use that one quite a lot because we're all weird. So the 4th question was, do you have pets? No, not at the moment I don't, and I really miss having a pet. I did have a cat when I was a teenager and I loved her to bits. Her name was Tess and I really miss having a cat because they're a really fun animal to have and they always have really weird, kooky personalities. So yeah, I really miss having a cat. 5th question was, when can I meet you? You want to meet me? Well, I don't really know what to say to that. I'm not really that special. I'm just a woman who plays video games on the internet, so I'm not just play video games on YouTube, but I'm really flattered that you would say that. I don't know, I mean, if I'm lucky enough to do this for a living, and I could go to like different gaming conventions and meet people, then that's probably when I'd be able to meet you guys, you know. Like, it wouldn't be, you know, I'd be lucky to meet all of you because after all I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for the support that I get from my viewers and from the people that watch my channel. So it'd be me that would be really, really grateful to meet you guys. So, you know, but I don't know. Well, we don't know what happens in the future, do we? So, you know, like I said, if I'm lucky enough for my channel explodes or something like that and I'm lucky enough to do this for a living and travel to different gaming conventions and stuff like that, and meet people, like have little meetups and stuff. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, that's all my questions. That's the end of the Q&A. I will probably do another one in the next couple of months, maybe in time for my birthday. So then you can all bombard me with loads of questions, probably ready for my birthday, because my birthday's in August. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your questions. Thank you all for your support on my channel. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It is @BlackCatPlays. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time.